Yes, you guys, I'm so excited to take over for Marketing Monday. This, what is it, the fifth Monday of the month? But I'm excited to tell you guys that there is a new feature inside Command Designs called animations. So I'm going to share my screen really quick and show you on the surface, the left and the right look pretty much the same. This is what we've been used to seeing on the right-hand side, just a static image where you can put all the information about the property in there. And I can actually go ahead now with this animations feature and do this. Is that pretty exciting, you guys? It kind of jazz up your little marketing pieces a bit. I know that in the world, you guys will hear me say this over and over, but in the world of content, video or animation is king. So this is an easy, quick way for you guys to kind of make those static graphics pop. So they're not static, they're more dynamic, they're more eye-catching. There's things moving on and off the screen to help really stop that scroll. So when people are going like this, they see you have something moving, they're like, oh, let me take a peek at what's actually going on here. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and pull up Command and show you how to do that. Give me 1 second, pull that screen over. And I'm going to hit share. Here we go. Okay, so we are in Command. I've just logged in. I'm in the dashboard. And we're just going to go to designs on the left-hand side, that little paintbrush icon that we're used to seeing when we want to create social media materials. And when you go to the top right, you're still going to hit click design just like you've done in the past. Choose social media. So all of this is kind of a refresh if you guys have already been using these templates. But now when I go to find that example that I showed you was a open house. So I just go to whatever template I want, just like we've been doing in the past, pick the layout. You can see we have different options here for square or stories, or if you want a wider one, just hit use on whichever design template you like. And so far, everything we've done is the same as if you were creating that plain template. So if I want to go ahead and add my animations to this, I can go to the left-hand side and hit animation. And I have a whole bunch of options to play around with in here. At the top, I have the length of how long I want my animation to run. And I have an option here for the length of one specific item. So I'm going to give you some examples of that. Right now, my whole animation is 3 seconds and my one item is 1 second. So if I click on open house here and I say bounce in, there we go. See how all those bounced in really fast? I can go ahead and play around with these. I can hit bounce in again. See, it's not quite as like in your face. It's a little bit slower to come in. And then I can play with different options as well. So we have fade ins. We've got scrapbooks that roll in, all kinds of different things. So you can go ahead and play with those different options to get the feel that you like the most. And of course, you can make the full presentation longer or shorter as well. We can even animate specific elements. So I chose to do the full graphic, so everything moved at the same time. So I'm going to choose animation none, and I'm going to go to element animations now. So right now we're back to that static graphic. And if I want just my logo to do something, I can click on the logo and I can say bounce in, and you can see it's just that one element. So you don't have to have every single piece flying around if you don't want to. If you really want to just highlight these details, just go to that element animations and pick which animation you want. And then, like I said, you can play with the timing here if you want that to be a little bit faster. And that's all you have to do. So you can still come in and change your images. So a quick refresh of that. If I click my image here and I go to the KWLS, can somebody put in the chat an active listing that you have? Or unmute and tell me an address. I know somebody's got a listing out there. All right, 577 Canterbury. Thanks, Tatiana. Not sure I spell it right. And what city is that? because I don't think it's Florida or New Jersey. Carol Stream, thank you. You can see here, I can also search by MLS number, KWLS, listing agent, all kinds of different ways to search. We're just going to look by the address right now. And there it is. So I'm going to select that listing. So here are all of Tatiana's pictures from her listing. So I've selected the image on the right-hand side that I want to replace. And let's say we want to show that really cool backyard area. I can find this circular arrow. If I hover over it, it says replace image. And it's just going to pop that picture right into place for me. So I can swap any of the photos like that. Nice and easy. That's a cute front of the house shot. Maybe we like that one. And then Tatiana, you said it was a just sold. So I'm just going to highlight that text and update it to just sold. So this is pretty simple. You just click on the elements you want to update. Obviously, if it was a just sold, we wouldn't, put the address and date of an open house on there, but you can easily click the text you want and edit that information. And here is where the magic happens. What you want to do to actually get this graphic ready to use is go to download. So in the top right-hand corner, you can hit download. You can see it's automatically choosing JPEG. That's going to keep us on that static image where it's just the image that you're used to seeing that you pop up on your story or your feed, anything like that. If I click on JPEG and come all the way down to the bottom, we have a video option. So I'm just going to hit download video. It automatically chooses the MP4 file for you. So I'm going to hit download. And that's going to take just a second, a little bit longer than your normal image because it's a bigger file. You can see up here it says preparing. And I'm going to unshare and reshare so we can see that when it opens. I'll share my whole screen with you instead of just my browser. There we go. So you can see it's come down to my downloads folder right here. And when I open it, oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. When I open it, go to my downloads, bring that over. Now I have that animated graphic. You can see that those two things I chose, the DBA and the information about the house, are the only items I chose to have animated. So they're coming in just those two things. I'm going to minimize the screen because we've been talking about buyers and finding properties and finding listings and how can we get more people to sell their homes right now. So I also made a little sample right here. I just took, this was a template already in Command, and I just changed it to say I have buyers looking right now instead of just sold or just listed, something like that. This is formatted for a story. So you put it in Instagram, you can put it in even TikTok, it would fit in there, or you can put it in your Facebook stories. And look, so there's another one. I have buyers looking right now. And with this as an example, I purposely left it open here so that if you are using those things like stories and TikTok, you can add extra text inside of that in the platform. So I could put a little poll right here that says, do you know somebody who's thinking of selling that meets this criteria? And then they can say yes or no. And then I know to reach out with those people. So you can, there's a few different examples you can use to see how you can add those animations to your social stories and your social media marketing strategy now. And there's my quick tutorial for you guys today. What questions do you have? Is that fun?
I don't have a question, but I absolutely love it. It's
good.
Cute and fun. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, it's quick and easy. Can you guys show of hands, whether it's digital or on the screens, who is using these social graphics in Command right now? I see Tatiana is. I know Sergio does. Kirk says, can you do a voiceover to that? Ooh, Kirk, that's a great question. I think you can do the voiceover if you're doing it in like TikTok or in the platform, you should be able to do the voiceover. I have not seen audio come in with these animations just yet. That's a great question. Tanvi, you're using the social media stuff too. So for those of you who aren't using the social media graphics and designs, does this make you want to learn a little bit more on how to do it? I see Laura nodding. Joe, yep, great. Okay, perfect. Well, you guys know where to find me if you need help with this, and you can always come to Command on Demand. We've got it 9 hours a week, so we can help walk you through that as well. But it was pretty simple, just a click of a couple buttons, and you can play around with the different features that you want to add or have some movement going on with. That's all I've got for you today.